G'day, it's Pete here, and I'm back for Reboot Your Bridge, bidding a responder's strategy. So today what we're going to look at is the captain and the limiter. So what we mean by this is basically either the opener or the responder will limit their hand at some stage. And once they do, one of them's the captain and one of them's the limiter. The person who limited their hand is the limiter. The other person's now sort of in charge of it. So today I'm going to go through when you actually limit your hand, what you actually show by if you're the opener or the responder, and what you're meant to actually do after that. So basically, there are three types of things that will limit your hand. In most situations. Number one is when you rebid your own suit. So you open something and you rebid your own suit, or you respond something and rebid your own suit. The second one is when you support one of partner's suits, so that you tell them that we've got a fit there and we're wanting to play there. And the third one is any time that you actually bid no trumps. So these are the three times that you actually limit your hand, which means that the times that you don't actually put an upper limit on your hand is when you're bidding a new suit. So if you're bidding a new suit, you do not limit your hand. And you'll have to wait a little while before you work out who's the limiter and who's the captain. Now, if you're the opener, basically what you want to do is if you're in the minimum, you want to bid it at the lowest level to limit your hand into that minimum range. If you're a medium hand, you tend to jump one level, assuming that you haven't already opened one no trump. And if you're a maximum, sort of 19 to 21, you're sort of forced to game with those sorts of range. If you're the responder, what you're going to be doing is, if you're minimum, you are going to be bidding at the lowest possible level. If you're medium, you jump a level. If you're maximum, you are forced to game. And if you've got extras, you tend to make up a suit or show some sort of slam interest. Anyway, the key thing is, once partner has limited their hand, you become the captain. So once your partner has bid no trumps, supported you, or repeated their suit, you are now the captain. And basically what you have to do is combine your assets and work out, do we have enough points for game? Yes, no, maybe. If it's no, we stop where we are, or we find... stop at the approximate level. We might not want to play where we are currently, so if we're in no trumps, we might want to get out of no trumps, or if we're in a suit, you might want to pick a different suit. But usually we stop without progressing further on. If it's yes, we want to bid game or bid slam, depending on what we're trying to work out, do we have enough assets for? And if it's maybe, what we want to do is incorporate partner, either to find out, do we have enough points to go to game, or do we want to investigate further about their shape. Anyway, that's generally what we want to do. So let's look at some actual hands. So here we have a lovely 16 count, and our partner opens one club, and as we mentioned, depending on partnership style, whether you bid 4 card suits up the line, I tend to give preference to the majors, so we'll bid 1 spade, and now our partner bids 1 no trumps. So at this stage, they have now limited their hand. So 1 club, 1 spade was just 6 or more points, 4 or more spades. We have not limited our hand. It is now that our partner has limited their hand. They have said they're balanced, and they've said that they're 12 to 14. So we know that upper limit. So at this stage, we combine our assets. So I have 16, and our partner's got 12 to 14. So basically, I look at the bottom end of their range and think, do we have enough points for game? So 12 and 16, yes, we have enough points for game. We've got 28. So for game, we only need 25 or more. For slam, we need 33. And for grand slam, we need 37. So seeing as we're comfortably in the game zone, we can go there. So we then just have a quick look. Do we have enough for slam? So I look at the top range now that we're comfortably in game. So 14 and 16 is 30. No, we do not have enough for slam. So I'm just looking for bidding game. So I know that we want to bid game, and we haven't found a fit in spades, so I know that the only game that I want to bid to is 3 no trumps in this case. If I had a 5th spade and might have had a fit in spades, I might have done some more investigation to find out more about my partner's shape, but still worked out that I want to go there. And I'd have to look at what my forcing bids are in that case to find out the information that I want. So basically, once your partner limits their hand, you want to think, do we have enough points for game? Yes, no, maybe. Do we have enough for slam? Yes, no, maybe. And so forth. And then once you know the appropriate level that you want to go to, you then think, which suit do we want to play in, and what information do I need to find out? Here, there's no more information I need to find out, so I'll just bid 3 no trumps and be done with it. On this next hand, our partner opens 1 no trump, and they have limited their hand straight away. Remember, they've bid no trumps, so this is any time a no trump bid has happened, they have limited their hand. So they have 15 to 17 points. So what we do is we combine our assets. So I have 7, my partner has 15 to 17. So 15 and 7 is 22, so not if they're minimum. 17 and 7 is 24, so we're still in the no range, so we aren't interested in going further. If there was the maybe range where like good 8 points would get us up to possibly 25, basically I don't like, you want at least 25 points usually, so 8 counts I tend not to invite opposite 15 to 17 unless they're really good 8 counts. But you do the yes, no, maybe thing and then realize that here we're not interested, so we don't want to go looking for game. And the next thing is, where do we want to play? We don't have a major suit fit. I've got 5 clubs, but I don't want to try and play at the 3 level in clubs because I can't get to 2 clubs. So here I'm just going to leave it in 1 no trump and be happy. On this next hand, our partner opens 1 heart, and we have 7 points, so we're the responder, so we just want to say that we're minimum with a fit, so all we want to do is bid 2 hearts. And now we're the limiter, so our partner's the captain, so they're the one that's going to be in charge about whether they go on or not. So they're the one that can combine their assets. We don't know how many points our partner has, so it's really up to them to decide, is a part score enough, or is game enough, or is slam enough, and things like that. So basically they will choose the level, and unless they do something like bid 3 hearts, which then asks us more about our hand to define it more, or if they bid something else that would invite us, then we're leaving it up to them. They're the captain, and they get the final say unless they want to pass the buck to us for more information. So basically, if they pass, then they know that they don't have enough for game. If they bid 3 hearts, what they're saying is, you've told me that you're 6 to 9. I want you to define your range even more. So looking at your 6 to 9, am I now maximum or minimum? So here, with my 7 points, I am in the bottom half of the range, so I would just leave it in 3 hearts. Now you could count a point for the Doubleton Diamond, but and that's completely reasonable, which would make it 8, so I'm sort of right on the borderline, so you might consider going, but I don't really like this 7 points, so I would just leave it there. Anyway, so this is something that can happen when partner invites and leaves, passes it back to the limiter to find out more information about their hand. Another example of responder becoming the limiter is when an auction like this. So here, partner has bid a club and a spade. These are new suits, they are forcing, they have not limited their hand. Here we have a 6-card heart suit, so we can repeat 2 hearts. And this says that we're a minimum hand, we've rebid our own suit, and we've finally put a limit on our hand. And this says that we're just 6 to 9 points. And now it puts partner as the captain. They're now in charge to say whether or not they want to go on. So there's the basic strategy of what happens. At some stage, someone will limit their hand, then the other hand thinks, do we have enough points for game is usually the question they go. Yes, no, maybe. Yes, you want to bid it or find out more information about which game you want to go to. No, you want to stop in a part score or work out which part score you want to stop in. Or maybe you want to find an invitational bid to find out more information. But once your partner limits their hand, you're the captain and you want to combine your assets and work out how high you should actually go. The limiter leaves it in charge of them unless their partner makes a bid that would leave them in charge. So you don't really see auctions where someone would open, say, 2 no trumps and then ask for aces as the 2 no trump bidder, because it's always the partner that has more information. So The limiter leaves most of this up to the captain unless the captain makes a bid which passes the buck over and opens it up for them to find out more information. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this session on the limiter and the captain, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.